When did I realize my parents shouldn't be parents? See, growing up, I didn't think my parents were bad parents. I just thought they were experimental. Like, sure, most kids got tucked in at night. I got duct taped into bed so I wouldn't wander off in my dreams. Apparently, that's how sleepwalking works. My dad once told me he trained in Eastern discipline. Turned out that just meant using a leaf blower as an alarm clock. I was 5. My bed sheets got yeeted into the hallway. Once, they said I had too much energy, so they tied me to the ceiling fan and turned it on low. Said it would simulate gravity. It did not. I blacked out at 3 RPM, but I thought that was normal. I'd go to school with rope marks on my wrists like I was a medieval hostage and tell the teacher, oh, it's fine. My parents love me. They just believe in centrifugal parenting. She called CPS. My parents invited them over for dinner, fed them dumplings, told them I was very creative. CPS never came back, probably because the dumplings slapped. Anyway, it escalates. One summer I got heat stroke. Normal parents, hospital, my mom wrapped me in tin foil and put me in the fridge. Called it home cryotherapy. My dad said, you should be grateful ancient Chinese warriors did this. I checked. They absolutely did not, unless those warriors were hot pockets. Another time I failed a math test, so they built me a fake courtroom, put on wigs, had a trial. The dog was the jury. I was sentenced to 1 month of speaking only in fractions. I said, I'm hungry. They said, use the ratio. Okay, I am 4/10 hungry. They handed me 2.5 crackers. Still, I thought it was all love, in its own terrifying way. But the breaking point was my birthday, my 16th. They said they were planning something special. I thought, cool, maybe a cake, maybe a dinner. Nope. I walk into the backyard. They've rented a bounce house. Awesome, right? Except it's filled with geese. Live, honking, geese, wearing birthday hats. One of them was wearing my birthday hat. I go, Mom, what is this? She says, we couldn't afford a party clown, so we got chaos instead. Then she shoves me in. Have you ever been mugged by a bird? Because I have. A geese attack. Feathers flying. One bites my neck like it's trying to draw blood for a sacrifice. Another unzips my hoodie mid-run. I swan dive out of the bounce house, gasping for my life, covered in bites, and my dad's recording, laughing, yelling, that's my boy. Show the geese who's alpha. And I just sat there on the grass, bruised, wheezing, and thought, maybe my parents shouldn't be parents. Took me 16 years, 1 duct tape incident, and a goose brawl to get there. But I finally put my foot down. I said, no more chaos birthdays, no more medieval parenting, and no more ceiling fans. They nodded solemnly, apologized, then grounded me for breaking tradition. Moral of the story? Sometimes it takes getting jumped by poultry to realize your childhood was a fever dream. If your parents ever say we believe in experimental discipline, run, or at least bring bird repellent.